Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a singles new love reading for Aquarius. We're going to look at the kind of love you're ready to experience now based on the growth you've already done. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Aquarius, please. All right, so your person is showing up as the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're also showing up as the Tower, Aries, Scorpio energy. They're viewing you as the Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy. And the connection, we see the Justice card. So this could feel like karmic justice. The Justice card is also a contract, so it could end in marriage here, or just be a soulmate or a twin flame connection. And we see the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So some of you know this person from the gym or someplace you like to go back to. It feels like this person is hanging around in your energy. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be a place. Doesn't have to be a place you like to go back to. It could be like work or something like that. It could be school. It could be somewhere in your neighborhood, your favorite bar, club, or restaurant. It could be the dog park, the grocery store. But it does feel like this person is definitely hanging out in your energy, holding back, checking out all the details. This is somebody who's creative, who's intuitive, who's kind. And with the Queen of Wands, I feel like they're quite sexy. They take good care of themselves. They're successful. They're disciplined. There's someone who's very attractive. But, you know, you can see she's kind of relaxed on that Smith machine there. She's kind of like leaning back. She's relaxed. She's confident. She's open. All right, and we see the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you may feel like this person is ignoring you at times. I think they're trying to get a read on you, Aquarius, is kind of what I'm getting. They may also be a little bit frustrated or unsure about whether or not they're going to have victory and success here with you. And we see the Six of Wands. So I do think this person maybe is kind of going back and forth about whether or not they should move towards you or they should move away from this connection, because I feel like they're having a hard time, or they have a hard time reading you, Aquarius. Now, for others of you, this person is experiencing some sort of conflict in their life, and they're in the process of moving on from that. So that could be another relationship, that could be difficulties at work or a living situation. Now you're showing up as the Seven of Swords. So some of you have a moon in Aquarius. The Seven of Swords tells me that you might be secretly checking this person out, but not really giving them a whole lot of information. And I can definitely see that here, right? With the Seven of Swords, and their energy is like they're not sure how you feel. They want you to like them. They're very attracted to you. But I feel like you're not giving them a whole lot of access to yourself, or you're checking them out but not really letting anyone know. Pay attention to that 6-6 number sequence. You might see that around this person or around this connection. All right, what else do my Aquarius need to know about this person? So we see your ex. So my readings, my singles new love readings, are really meant to be someone completely brand new. But in this case, you know, for some of you, this could be somebody you have dealt with before, but it's not going to be for all of you, okay? And we see that this person is passionate. There's never a dull moment with this type of person who enjoys life fully. They could be an exciting lover. We see defender. Your person is deeply committed to your connection. They're strong and they can be counted on to have your back. All right, beautiful. And this person is a giver. So this type of person puts the needs of others first. So it's important to establish healthy expectations around their generosity. All right, now we have a tower moment here. So, I mean, this might be something that comes as a shock and a surprise to you. Or maybe you are just a tower moment for them. They don't know what to do with you, Aquarius. They don't know exactly how you feel, or they meet you unexpectedly or in some sort of unexpected way. It can also be that this person is going through some sort of major life transition, or something unexpected has happened when you meet them. But I'm reading it more so as this being, you know, this being a shock for them. meeting you or who you are. All right, we see toil and labor. So what I get with this card when it comes out in reverse, Aquarius, is that I think this person is very dedicated to their career, or they're very passionate about what they do for a living. This is someone who hasn't really ever been handed anything. This is somebody who's always worked extremely hard for what they have. And we see change. This person is someone that may not really enjoy change. All right, I know Aquarians, you usually or typically enjoy change or deal with change probably a lot easier than other signs. But this is someone who might be a bit more fixed, or doesn't enjoy change as much. Okay. Let's see what else we need to know about them. What else do we need to know about this person? All right, they may like to use their middle name or go by their middle name. They might like to wear red, or they might be wearing red when you meet them. This person might also have red hair, whether it's dyed or natural. Not for all of you, of course. They've lived in more than one country, and we see that they may have an unusual hair feature. So again, they might dye or change their hair up a little bit, which might seem a bit like unique or unusual. But to me, usually this card indicates that they have a different hair texture than you. So they maybe come from a different ethnic background. What else do my Aquarius need to know here, please? This person loves music. All right. They could be a grandparent, or they could have been raised by their grandparents, or they maybe recently lost a grandparent. And we see short hair. Now that's a really specific message that's not going to be for all of you, but it certainly will be confirmation for some of my aquas out there. Now with the moon card, this person sees you as somebody who's secretive. Like I said, I do think they have a hard time getting a read on you. They're not sure if you're really into them. You might not give them a whole lot of access to you. Maybe you're doing it on purpose. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit shy. But they do see that you're mysterious. There's like a romantic energy here. I definitely feel like they're crushing on you. They see you as selfless. They see you as intuitive. They see you as loving. And we see the Eight of Swords in reverse, but they also do feel like you might be a little bit avoidant. I do think that this person spends a lot of time thinking about you. They might worry, though, that you might have a nervous or, anxious disposition here. All right, and the High Priestess in reverse, Cancer Pisces energy. I kind of feel like this person just can't wait to see you again. So I don't know if that's because you've been on one date, or maybe you see each other out and about somewhere like the gym or at work. But I feel like they just can't wait to see you again. They can't wait to get to know you. They want you to reveal your secrets, or they want you to just, reveal more about yourself to them. And it's interesting because you are showing up as the Seven of Pentacles. So pay attention to repeating sevens here around this person or around this connection. But the Seven of Pentacles tells me you are being patient. You are, you're not rushing into things. And you may be a little bit avoidant here because you might need to get a better read on this person, or maybe you just don't want to, jump into this connection. Or maybe you're not completely sure about them. So let's see what they notice about you, or they really like about you. All right, so we see the Scribe, so preserving knowledge and information. Okay, so this person, may really like or see that you're very detail-oriented. When you speak with intention. So you're not somebody who's just like, mindlessly chattering away is what I'm getting. Pioneer energy. Now, this is often my Aquarius archetype card. So you have a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Okay. And they see you as a healer. Okay, so some of you might work in healing or in medicine, but you have a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, and an ability to help transform pain into healing. Now, that just might be how they feel when they're around you, or as they're getting to know you, that they feel really at ease with you. All right, they feel calm around you. Now we see the Justice card, so Libran energy. So a lot of you, this could be a connection that leads to a higher level of commitment or even marriage. But more so, I just get you and this person really complete each other or complement each other in beautiful ways. All right. We see awakening self-worth. So this connection reinforces your value through experience, not validation. But I just think because this person really respects and admires you and they let you know that. All right. And we see this connection evolves alongside clarity. So it's not something that I think you're going to rush into. I don't think they're necessarily in a huge rush either. But I do feel like, you know, you're going to take your time. You might not be so sure about this person at first. And I kind of feel like your person is also okay with taking their time getting to know you. All right. And we see releasing control. This connection challenges the need to manage outcomes. Trust becomes part of the lesson. Yeah, so again, like this is not about being too attached to the outcome. It's about trusting the process. It's about trusting yourself, your decision making, your intuition, and then of course trusting this person as well. All right, and at the bottom of the deck, we see that this connection enters through a shared responsibility, goal, or collaborative effort. Alignment forms as you move towards something meaningful together. All right, interesting. So what I'm getting here is, you know, that you two, you definitely have a lot in common. And through a shared work or purpose, again, a lot of you could meet through the gym. You could meet through what you do for a living. It could be, you know, volunteer work. It could be a passion project that you have. All right. But you two definitely are very, very compatible is what I'm getting. You both want the same things. It feels like your morals and your values are definitely in alignment here. All right. Let's see what else my Aquarius need to know. All right, so there are going to be sudden feelings that this is the one. So it might not be at first, right? And we see this is a dream come true, so have faith. Your rainbow will come smiling through. We see rekindling, so I can't ignore the fact that we have your ex and rekindling, although my intentions for these readings really are that it's someone completely brand new. Some of you do have a history with this person. For others of you, there's just going to be a great sense of familiarity with them, as if you've done this before, so potentially a past life soulmate connection. And for some of my Aquarius, you have a choice between this person and a past person coming back around. Spirit saying pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities here. All right. And anything else my Aquarius need to know or need to be aware of? Anything else my Aquarius need to know here? Slow movement. I do kind of get that. But we do see this month, so this person may already be around you, or maybe they're coming into your life in the next 2 weeks. I am doing this reading in the month of August, so it does feel like this month is important to this connection. All right, my lovely Aquarius, I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.